beautiful day for football here at Creekside High School, the site for this week's matchup between the Episcopal Eagles and the Creekside Knights. This is KNN High School Game Day.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'm Andrew Morales, your host here alongside KNN anchors Derek Stamp and Stephen Hanley.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so we had a great week last week, the Creekside Knights, with a huge victory over the Palatka Panthers. So, Stephen, what were your thoughts on the game?
Well, it was just great to see that Knights defense step it up last week, only allowing 3 points on the Palatka offense. Just a great motivation for their defense coming into their game against Episcopal this week. It's going to be a good game. And Tommy Openshaw, great game with 3 field goals. Great game for him, but it just was cool to see them get a win last week.
Right. Great info, Stephen. All right, Derek, what were your thoughts?
I'm right with you there, Stephen. Tommy wears number 1 because he is number 1.
That's what I hear.
He was good. And I want to see Adam Sandin lead the Knights tonight. I think it's going to be good.
All right, guys, thanks for that input. Okay, so for our viewers who didn't already know, our game tonight, the Knights versus Episcopal, is the game of the week for First Coast News. So when you see a First Coast News camera in front of you, I want to see all you Knights going crazy representing your school well. All right, and I'd also like to give a shout-out to Jordan Howard. He is leading with touchdowns for our school. He is the best wide receiver here at Creekside. And also we'd like to give a shout-out to Michael Headley, who had the catch of the week, the play of the week, 2 weeks ago when he played here on this field against Mandarin. And he got that tip drill pass, and that was the play of the week. So way to go, Michael. Okay, guys, it's time for the picks.
I'm excited.
Everybody's favorite part. And please welcome this week's guest picker, a coach, a wide receiver coach for the Creekside Knights, and a teacher that everybody seems to know. Please welcome Coach Carn.
How's it going, Coach?
Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so our first game is the Ponte Vedra Sharks versus the Flagler Palm Coast Bulldogs. Steven, what's your pick?
Well, you know, both teams are pretty solid. Ponte Vedra 2-1, Flagler 3-1. But their quarterback out there, Ponte Vedra, is pretty solid. So I'm actually going to have to go with the Sharks this week over Flagler.
All right, Derek, what's your pick?
Well, I don't like to see Ponte Vedra win, but I think this week they might have the edge. I'm going to have to pick Ponte Vedra.
Coach, your pick.
Both good teams right now. I think I have to take the home field advantage. I'll take the Sharks in the Shark Tank this week.
All right, and I don't like seeing Ponte Vedra get a W, so I'm going with the Bulldogs. All right. All right. So our next game is the Bartram Trail Bears versus the Robert E. Lee Generals. So, Derek, your pick.
Well, Andrew, I think it's going to be a civil war out there, that's for sure. But I think the Bears might win this one because they are looking very good this season. They're impressive.
So it's looking good for the North, you would say.
Correct.
All right, Stephen.
Well, man, just like I said a couple weeks ago, it's hard to pick against those Bears. Coming off a 63-0 victory last week, and Crump and Peterman are just and all the players out there, matter of fact, just looking really good. So I'm gonna have to go with the Bears. It's hard to not pick the Bears.
Coach,
I'll go with the Bears.
The Bears. And I want to see the unstoppable become stoppable. I'm picking Robert E. Lee over the Bears. Just because. All right.
Brave pick there. Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's time for the big matchup here at Creekside. It's time for the Episcopal School of Jacksonville Eagles versus the mighty Creekside Knights. So, Coach, what's your pick here?
Well, I'm afraid if I pick anybody other than Creekside, I might not have a job come Monday. So definitely, hopefully, get our offense rolling this week. We've kind of had a couple setbacks in the rain these last couple of weeks, but hopefully we'll get that offense rolling, and we're going to see the mighty Knights on top this week.
All right, Coach Derek.
Well, Andrew, I think if the Knights are on their game and they stay strong, I think they're going to win this one. Episcopal is a good team, so we're going to have to be tough against them.
Steven?
Well, just like I said a little earlier, defense for the Knights stepped up last week, and they're going to have to step up this week against a pretty good offense. They're facing a little bit tougher challenge this week with Episcopal's offense, so they're just going to have to step up. And if the defense steps up, that'll give opportunities for Sandy 9, Adam Sandin out there to just lead that offense to many touchdowns and hopefully a victory for the Knights. I'm going to have to pick the Knights in this one, and obviously you look like you're picking the Knights too, right, Andrew?
I'm picking the Knights.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I think that Adam Sandon's going to be throwing a ton of passes, and I think that Jordan Howard's going to be catching those passes, and he's going to be remain the leader in touchdowns for our school.
Don't forget Livio Hoxa there.
And Livio Hoxa running the ball. And
Powerful.
if all else fails, I want to see number one be number one. I want to see Tommy Openshaw kicking field goals to win the game for us. All right, so I'm picking the Knights.
Go Knights.
Go Knights. All right, have a great day, Creekside.
Have a good one, Creekside.
See you tonight.